and welcome back to Just Another Stitch. For those that don't know me, my name is Connie, and if you're new to my channel, I'd like to welcome you. Well, today I am going to show you how to do the waffle stitch. And for this tutorial, you will need to know how to do the chain stitch, double crochet stitch, and the front post double crochet stitch. And if you don't know how to do these stitches, I do have tutorials on all these stitches, and I will link those tutorials in the description box below. So when it comes to doing the waffle stitch, your chain needs to be in multiples of 3 plus 2. So I started off with a chain of 12, which is a multiple of 3, and then I added the 2, which gives me 14. So I have 14 chains, which I already did my chains. Okay, so for the second row, I am going to be doing a double crochet in the third chain, and then I'm going to double crochet all the way across the row. Okay, I have gotten to the end of the chain, and you will have 12 stitches. So make sure you have 12 stitches. And at this point, the next 2 rows I'm going to be doing is what you're going to keep repeating, these next 2 rows. And I am going to chain 1 right now. And one thing I want to point out, some patterns will have you chain 1, and some patterns I've seen have you chain 2 at the end of the row when you do the waffle stitch. But I am going to do a chain 1. Okay, so I'm going to turn my work, and I'm going to place my stitch marker. Okay, so for row 1 of the repeat, you're going to double crochet in the first stitch, and then you're going to do a front post double crochet and a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And you're going to keep repeating the front post double crochet and then 2 double crochet stitches until you get to the last 2 stitches. And then you will be doing a front post double crochet and then a double crochet. Okay, which I'm going to show you this. Okay, so your first stitch, you want to double crochet. Okay, so now we're going to do the front post double crochet, and I want to make sure you see where to put your hook next. You're going to be going right here, you see? That's the post. Okay, so I'm going to yarn over, go through that post, yarn over again, go through the post, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Okay, and now we're going to go back to doing double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Okay, so double crochet, do another double crochet, okay, so now we're back to the front post double crochet, and like I said, you want to go through this right here. That's the post. Yarn over, go through the post, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And now you go back to doing 2 double crochets in the next 2 stitches. So that's 1 double crochet, and here's your next one. Okay, now you're going to do a front post double crochet. So you see the next post right there? That's where you're going. Go through the post, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through the final 2. Now you're going to do 2 double crochets. So there's your first. And now you do your next one. Okay, so you have 2 stitches left, as you can see. Okay, so for the next stitch, you're going to do a front post double crochet. So you just go through that post right here. Okay, and the last stitch will be a double crochet. Okay, so you're at the end of the row. You want to remove your stitch marker. You're going to chain 1 and turn. Okay. Okay, so now we're fixing to start the second row of the repeat. Okay, so on this row, you will be doing a double crochet in the first stitch. Then you'll do a double crochet in the next stitch. Then the next 2 stitches will be front post double crochet. And you'll keep repeating, doing 1 double crochet and 2 front post double crochets until you get to the last 2 stitches. And your last 2 stitches will be double crochets, which I am going to show you. So we're going to do a double crochet in the first stitch. Okay, we're going to do another double crochet. Okay, now we're going to do 2 front post double crochets. So you're going to look for this post here, the next one, and you're going to go through there. Okay, and now look for that next post right here. And now you're going to do a double crochet. Okay, now we're going to do another front post double crochet. So find that post right here. Okay, and now we're going to go into that next post, which is right here. And now we're going to do a double crochet. Okay, now we're going to do 2 front post double crochets. So that's 1. And here's the second front post double crochet. Okay, and as you see, we have 2 stitches left, and these are going to be double crochet stitches. So that's 1 double crochet, and then here's the second right here, that stitch here. Okay, and you're at the end of row 2. Okay, you're going to remove your stitch marker, chain 1 and turn, and place your stitch marker. And as you see, it's starting to look like a waffle. Okay, so now we're going to repeat that first row of the repeat. Okay, so I'm going to double crochet in the first stitch. Okay, then you're going to do a front post double crochet in the next stitch. And you see that post right there? This is what you're going in, right here. See, right here. Okay. Then you're going to do 2 double crochets in the next 2 stitches. So that's 1. And here's your next double crochet. Okay, now you're going to do another front post double crochet. So that's the post you're going through. Okay, your next 2 stitches are going to be double crochets. So go through the stitch. So that's 1. And here's your second. Okay. Now you're going to do another front post double crochet. So go through your post right here. You're going to do 2 double crochets. And here's the second. Okay, so you have 2 stitches left again. So the next stitch, you're going to do a front post double crochet. And the next stitch, a double crochet. Okay, so we're at the end of that row. Okay, so basically for the first row of the repeats, you'll double crochet in the first stitch. You do a front post double crochet in the next, then 2 double crochets in the next 2 stitches, and then you keep repeating 1 front post double crochet and 2 double crochets in the next 2 stitches until you get to the last 2 stitches, and then you do a front post double crochet and then a double crochet. Okay, so now you're going to chain 1 and you're going to turn, and you're going to move your stitch marker. Okay, and on the second row, you're going to do 1 double crochet in the first stitch, a double crochet in the next stitch, then 2 front post double crochets in the next 2 stitches, and you're going to keep repeating 1 double crochet, then 2 front post double crochet in the next 2 stitches until you get to the last 2 stitches, and then you'll do a double crochet in the last 2 stitches. Okay, so we're doing a double crochet in the first stitch. Okay, now we're going to do another double crochet in the second. Okay, so the next 2 stitches we're going to do a front post double crochet. So that's your first one, and here's your second front post double crochet. Okay, so now you're going to do 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and your next 2 stitches are front post double crochets. So here's your first one, and now you do the second front post double crochet. Okay, now you're going to do 1 double crochet, now you do 2 front post double crochets. So here's the first one, okay, and here's your second one. Okay, so you have 2 stitches left, and those last 2 stitches are double crochet stitches. So here's your first double crochet, and now here's your last one into the last stitch. Okay, so you just keep repeating those 2 rows, and that's what's going to give you the waffle stitch. And as you see, it's looking like a waffle. So that's how you do the waffle stitch.